Okay. So the root cause is ignorance. Because of ignorance, ignorance means अविद्या बोलते हैं ना. अभी कैसे बच्चे को पता नहीं क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, वो जो भी देखेंगे मुख में रखेंगे. Either it is edible or we should not eat. So that type of ignorance is there. So one should get, that's why knowledge. The knowledge which is given in Bhagavad Gita. I think. Yeah, this is why we are suffering. Suffering is due to sinful activity. So the sinful activity means general these four activities are told. Anybody knows what are the four things we should not do? No intoxication, no meat eating, no illicit relationship, no gambling. So these four things one should avoid. Specifically, the sinful activity is there only. So no meat eating, one should not eat non-vegetarian food. No intoxication. And then gambling. Gambling means cheating. And another one is having illicit relationship. Relationship with a woman. It should be there after marriage, not before marriage or outside marriage. Then desire. So one should cultivate proper desire. Further, one should know proper thing, means proper knowledge. If there is no proper knowledge, then one will surely do bad things only. Okay, today we are going to discuss from 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So first six verse we are going to discuss about Niskama Karma Yoga. So Niskama Karma Yoga means this what Karma Yoga only. Doing activities and we are not taking the result. We are not using the result for our purpose. So in this chapter, Krishna is going to tell, we have seen already, karma means there is reaction. Any action you perform, there is equivalent reaction is there. So then we should not do any work or what. Then we can leave everything. That's what Arjuna told. There is problem because sinful activity is there. I will not do work. I will not fight only. Fight is action, right? I will not fight only. Then Krishna told that you do your work in such a way that you will not get sinful reaction. So that's what this whole chapter we are going to discuss. How we should work in such a way we should not get any sinful reaction. So we will discuss from verse number 1. Arjuna Vacha Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Samsasi Yashreya Yatayoryekam Tanme Bruhi Sunischitam. So actually Arjuna is now confused. You can see here. Arjuna said, "Oh Krishna, first of all you asked me to renounce work. And then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?" He is telling whether I should leave the activity or I should do activity. What should I do? Because why Arjuna got this doubt? You can see some of the verses in that chapter and 4th chapter. Here you can see 3.17 verse. Krishna told, "But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty." He's telling no need to do any work. Then again he told, "Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the Supreme." So he told, you should work. 17 he told, you don't need to work. 19 he told, you should work. Again 4.33 also same thing. He told no need to work. And again 4.5 said, you have to work. So he is confused now. What should I do? Whether I should work or not. That's why he asked the question. So we will discuss here who doesn't need to do duty and one who should do duty. If at all we have to do duty means how to do the duty. What is the proper duty? We do generally whatever I like. जो अच्छा लग रहा है वही करूंगा मैं. And general duty means What kind of duty is prescribed in scripture? That duty one has to do. So from now Krishna is going to give answer. What should be done? The personality of Godhead replied, the renunciation of work and working devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, working devotional service is better than renunciation of work. So he said both are good only. Both is going to lead liberation only. But amongst two, the easiest is doing work in devotional service. Like renunciation means sannyasis बोलते हैं ना, वो लोग सब छोड़ देते, no house, no work, even they don't carry any dresses also with them. Whatever is there, that's it. They fully depend on Lord. They don't bother about anything to eat or something. So that is really very difficult. Like you see yogis, you can find them in Himalayas, like these mountains, caves. But what they have to do? They have to leave everything. They depends for eating also. Whatever fruit is there, they will eat. If not available, they will fast. Some yogis too high, they don't eat also. We saw that video also. So and even Arjuna told that is not possible for doing this type of meditation. They go and then they do so much meditation. They have to control the mind. Arjuna told, I cannot control my mind. So Arjuna is such a skillful person. He himself denied. So can we do that? We have to think, which is very difficult. And that's why he told working devotion is very easy. So Prabhupada says that even child also participate in bhakti. When children also participate in bhakti. If you see, there are different types of yoga is there. Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and Bhakti yoga. Everything leads to liberation. These are the four authentic yoga is there. But to do other yoga, it is very difficult. There are so many rules and regulations, which is very difficult to do. And there is no one to guide us also. But Bhakti is so easy that just you come to temple and take prasadam, that is Bhakti. Is it very difficult? Everyone can do. And come and dance. Even children's dance. I can show you one small clips also. This Vrindavan. So how children's also happily dancing. Children also sound nahi pata nahi. But they are also very peacefully, happily dancing. What bhakti is having kirtan, dancing, prasadam, and so many service. Somebody likes music, then they can play some instrument. If somebody has this sense of fashion designing like this, then they can do like one person came to ISKCON. So Prabhupada was there. Can you close the window? So he was fashion designing this art all he used to do. So Prabhupada told immediately, can you make dress for deities? So he immediately agreed. Because people, whatever they like to do that, right? If something you don't like, someone tells, it is difficult for them to do. Something you like, so like this, so many activities are there in Bhakti. Somebody likes management. So many difficulties will be there. So they like to do management. So there are so many management things also there in Bhakti. And somebody likes art, they can do drawing also. Somebody likes cooking can be done. So many things are there. Very easily one can perform, like these children's. So this is also a beginning of bhakti. Somebody is dancing, somebody is appreciating. So the best thing Krishna says is preaching. You know, preaching means prachar. Prachar bolte. So preaching is very essential. Krishna also says one who does preaching is very dear to me. In 18.66 or 65 verse, Krishna says that. Like now, this Janmashtami is going to come. Next month, 7th. So many the preaching opportunities are there. If somebody is interested, they can do. You know, you all came from the stall only. SQ stall, the paper you take. So that is a kind of preaching only. Whoever comes, we are giving them answer. It's a preaching activity. So that's why Krishna told working devotion is very easy. And without disturbing your work, actually what you are working, without disturbing that, you can do bhakti. And you are free from sin also. But if you don't do bhakti, if you just do this activity only, then you will create sinful activity. Okay, we will see that. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person free from all dualities easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna. You know what is duality means? Duality means double. Means good, bad, that opposite. Heat, cold, summer, winter. This is dualities. So he is telling who is the renounced person means. He doesn't enjoy the act. Like if you do some activity, you are working now and you are getting some salary. So suddenly 1 month he tells your manager, this month you are not going to get salary. So how we feel? So why I worked in this much hard? Night shift pura. So like this, whatever activity we are doing, we are going to get that reaction. So the yogi, this renounced person, he doesn't bother about this. Jo aaya aane do. I will do my work. If I get profit also good. If I don't get also good. I don't bother. That's why it is duality. He will be not disturbed by the fruit of his activities. So he is free from all dualities. कुछ लोगों को ठंडी में अच्छा लगता है, कुछ लोगों को गर्मी में अच्छा लगता है. Always it is relative. This value is relative value. You will be suffering, other person is happy. Like Corona time, everybody was suffering. Some people were happy. Who are they? Mask. Who is producing mask? And doctor, hospital. Of course, doctor also little bit fearful. And this medicine they were creating, vaccine. What do you call that? And so all these things, these people, it was nicely going. They were happy, but everybody is very fearful. So always this relativity you can find in this world. So they were not disturbed by this. Whatever happens, I will do my duty. And they are aware. If you are attached to this, then it is very danger. When you like, when you hate because of attachment. I have to get this month extra bonus, but I did not get. I will disturb. So I have to. You have attachment to something, and they are not giving proper reciprocation. Then you are disturbed. So that attachment is very danger. I will show you one nice clip, but sound is not coming. So this clip shows that everyone has 4 types of wives. So what are that wives? And each wife they nicely represent. You can see that clip properly, and then you can hear also attentively. I will ask some question. What you understood? I will try whether sound is coming or not.
There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. He loved the 4th wife the most and adorned her with.
So please say attentively.
There was a rich merchant who had 4 wives. He loved the 4th wife the most and adorned her with rich robes and treated her to delicacies. He took great care of her and gave her nothing but the best. He also loved the 3rd wife very much. He's very proud of her and always wanted to show off her to his friends. However, the merchant is always in great fear that she might run away with some other man. He too loved his 2nd wife. She is a very considerate person, always patient, and in fact is the merchant's confidant. Whenever the merchant faced some problems, he always turned to his 2nd wife, and she would always help him out and tide him through difficult times. Now the merchant's 1st wife is a very loyal partner and has made great contributions in maintaining his wealth and business as well as taking care of the household. However, the merchant did not love the 1st wife, and although she loved him deeply, he hardly took notice of her. One day, the merchant fell ill. Before long, he knew that he was going to die soon. He thought of his luxurious life and told himself, Now I have 4 wives with me, but when I die, I'll be alone. How lonely I'll be. Thus, he asked the 4th wife, I love you most, endowed you with the finest clothing and showered great care over you. Now that I'm dying, will you follow me and keep me company? No way, replied the 4th wife, and she walked away without another word. The answer cut like a sharp knife right into the merchant's heart. The sad merchant then asked the 3rd wife, I have loved you so much for all of my life. Now that I'm dying, will you follow me and keep me company? No, replied the 3rd wife. Life is so good over here. I'm going to remarry when you die. The merchant's heart sank and turned cold. He then asked the 2nd wife, I always turn to you for help, and you've always helped me out. Now I need your help again. When I die, will you follow me and keep me company? I'm sorry, I can't help you out this time, replied the 2nd wife. At the very most, I can only send you to your grave. The answer came like a bolt of thunder, and the merchant was devastated. Then a voice called out, I'll leave with you. I'll follow you no matter where you go. The merchant looked up, and there was his 1st wife. She was so skinny, almost like she suffered from malnutrition. Greatly grieved, the merchant said, I should have taken much better care of you while I could have.
So you saw that 4 wives he told. So you remember 4th wife? What he will do? What he will give to the 4th wife? अब सुना क्या ठीक से वो पहले थोड़ा आवाज आ रहा था. So 4 wife he had. 4th wife he used to give best. Whatever best is there, he used to give the best to that 4th wife. Then 3rd wife, he will take the 3rd wife and show to everyone. So my 3rd wife is very beautiful. Like that, he will show to everyone. Then 2nd wife, उसको कोई बोलते हैं, he always happily go wherever he goes and he talk with her nicely. Whenever he wants to have good time, he will spend time with 2nd wife. 1st wife, he did not care only. He did not bother about the 1st wife and he did not give any attention. Only 4th, 3rd, 2nd only he gave. But one day that merchant, he was about to die. So that time he thought that I am going to die. Nobody is going to come along with me. So then he asked the 4th wife, so will you come with me? That I gave you best in my whole life. He said, no, I will not come. Impossible, she told. And 3rd wife he asked, okay, will you come with me? I shown to everyone to you and I was very happy whenever I saw to you, to others, that I have such a good, beautiful wife. He said, no, I will marry someone else. She told. He was so much broken. Then 2nd wife he asked, so will you come with me? She told that I can come until graveyard. That's it. And 1st wife she herself came, I will come along with you. Then he was so much worried. I did not give her anything. I did not give any best. Nothing I gave good. She also told a very skinny. Said, I did not treat her properly, but she is ready to come with me. Now what I can do? So this it's going to teach one good lesson. Can someone try to guess what is going on? So actually, what is that? Who is the 4th wife? Is this body. So we try to give best to this body, right? Whatever, like even a person is ugly also, still he wants to wear nice dress, jean pant, whatever. So he wants something best only he wants to give. So that is 4th wife is body. Then 3rd wife. What 3rd wife said? He used to show to others. That is one's position, post, position, wealth. Like you have nice car you bought, so you show to others, right? You have good house, so you invite everyone, and everyone will appreciate very nice house. So this is position, 3rd house, मतलब 3rd wife. 2nd wife is, huh? This tried likes to spend time with the 2nd wife. So who are the 2nd wife is? Family, relatives, friends. They are the 2nd wife. So what here it is telling is at the time of that body is burned. So 4th wife is gone. That is wealth. It will go to others. लोग वेट करते हैं ना कब ये मरेंगे मेरे को वेल्थ पूरा आएगा है कि नहीं अरेस्ट दे only will kill if that doesn't type. So that is the 3rd wife. 2nd wife is relatives and friends. They can what? There is a saying also. One song also I heard that wife and these relatives, they come until outside. They carry body, dead body. No? It comes until outside. Then they will, once the body goes, they will, मतलब woman generally. But wives comes until that graveyard or the street corner until that much. So that is second wife. So who will be the first wife? Very good. You got it. The soul. Soul is ready to. So the soul is the one going to come with along with us. Super soul. I can. We are forward.
There was a rich there was a rich merchant
Okay.
who
Forward
had
never. I will share this. Same thing. This is what going to come. So he was worried. This many years I did not worried about the soul. The soul is only going to come along with you. So what lesson we can learn here is whatever you do, position, pose, and how much you give to this body, so much enjoyment. Finally, everything at the time of that, we have to leave everything. All the three wives, we have to leave. Only soul is there. So that's why one should not become attached to all these things. One should learn know what is soul and what we should do for that soul, that one should learn. So that's what we are discussing. What we should do for the soul is bhakti. This body we can give to enjoyment. Everyone knows that 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. इसको मालूम हो? One wife, 2 children, 3 BHK, 4-wheeler, 5-digit salary. If I have, I am happy. So this is for body. So all this will go right at the time of that. But what is going to come along with us is the soul. But we are thinking I am this body, and we are giving things to this body only. We are not bothering about the soul. At the time of that, at the time of that also people will not understand what is soul or not. Okay. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material. Actually, here duty means Krishna is telling karma yoga, and renouncing means क्या बोलते हो ज्ञान ज्ञानी सांख्य योगा बोलते हैं उसको. सांख्य yoga means analytical study. Even science also they do na 5 elements. The 5 elements they do research. So this is this analytical study. Devotional service means what we are doing: coming to temple, taking prasadam, taking darshan, and then hearing. So all the senses we are using: hearing, seeing deity, praising prasadam, and like this, all the senses we do. But here they study so much, study a lot about each and every elements. There are 24 elements are there. Have you heard of it? You know what are they? Yeah. So 24 elements are there, which Lord Kapil Dev gave to Mother Devavati. In Srimad Bhagavatam it comes. So that's what they try to read this. Here it is said both Karma Yoga and Sankhya Yoga going to give the same path only. Both are same only. If someone thinks this different, they are ignorant. It's both are same. But easiest is Bhakti. Krishna is telling that. So I will show you the 24 elements. First is gross elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. पांच हो गया. Then knowledge acquiring sense. So this all the 5 sense through you acquire knowledge also, right? From here you hear. Now you are hearing, getting knowledge, and you see, and then you smell. So this all आपको पता चलता है ना smell से पकोड़ा है आज. Smell में पता चल जाता है. So this knowledge and taste. By taste also you know this खट्टा है क्या है पता चलता है. So which and every senses also you can acquire knowledge. Then working senses. Working senses like mouth means through tongue voice will come, and then leg is for walking, hand is also for working, and then uh, reproductive sense, and another one is for sending the wastage means genital and anus. This is 15 elements हो गया. Parts earth, water, fire, air, ether. Then working senses, eyes, ears, nose. This all, and then working senses 15 हो गया. Then comes subtle body, mind, intelligence, ego, and then pradhan it is given. So this is 18 हो गया. Then last 5 is there is object, like for eyes there is object. So क्या लिखा है इधर? Okay, eyes के लिए form है और ear के लिए sound hai. Nose ke liye. So like this, these are the five elements. Total like this, 24 elements are there. The 25th element is soul. 26th is super soul. So total 26 are there. 24 generally you might have had. This other two also described. Soul and super soul it comes. So when we interact with these elements, everything is element. This body is element. This body also made up of element. Whenever this interaction happens, whenever we are happy, we are happy. Whenever some problem comes, we fight. That time we suffer. This was given this. So that four we have below it is given. When we interact with this element, these things will come: pleasure, pain, desire, hatredness. कभी कभी अच्छा लगता है, सेम फ्रेंड के साथ फिर लड़ाई हो जाते हैं, अच्छा नहीं लगता है, hatredness. These four things comes whenever we interact with these four elements. But the analytical study, it takes so much time. Each and everything you have to analyze and find out. They try to come whether it is spiritual, soul or not. This is not, this is not. One thing they find, they analyze, they come. It takes a lot of time. But bhakti is very easy. In the beginning, only one start bhakti. As soon as comes, it just clap. Prabhupada says, just someone claps hands in Kirtan, he gets Sukriti more. So these are the 24 elements. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. So both are same only, he said. Analytical study also, devotional service also. So intelligent person only can see both are equally. General people think इधर क्या भक्ति में, those who are very inquisitive, you know the word inquisitive? Inquisitive means he wants to know many things. He always asks question, ये क्या है, ये कैसे हुआ, कहाँ से हो रहा है. So they are called inquisitives. So they want to know. So these people now they read so many books. Generally Gyanis, one category, I said na Jnana Yoga. So these people, what they do, Karma Yoga means he works and engage the result to in Krishna's service. That is Karma Yoga. Jnana Yogi, he doesn't work. He studies so many scripture he study, and from there he acquires knowledge and he performs. Then comes Ashtanga Yogi. Ashtanga Yogi say the yogis, asanas, pranayam, ye wo karte, they get mystic power there. Then comes Bhakti Yogi. So even Tukaram Maharaj also told Bhakti only is the easiest thing. Just take the name of Lord Hari, sufficient. You don't need to go to Himalayas and learn so many mantras. These are impossible in this lifetime. This Kali Yuga is, people are very, very, very dull. इसलिए बताया है हरे नाम वो केवल 3 बार बताए, भूलना मत. ऑर्डर 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 बोलते ना, 3 बार बोलना पड़ता है. So people are so dull, we easily forget. And we don't have desire for practicing spiritual only. Always enjoyment only. ऐसा बताया है, in those days kings na, they used to give punishment. Whoever the severe punishment is, they take them and the 2 people will catch them. They take them into the river and they push them into the water. That fellow will struggle. Almost he going to die. That time he lift them. One breath he can do. Then again they push them. So it is said, while he is coming out, that time also people find, can I get any happiness, enjoyment? कुछ धार मिलेगा क्या? फिर दबाएंगे. So that much enjoyment we need. This Kali Yuga. It's very difficult to come out from that mentality. So that's a very easiest process Lord also gave. So teacher बोलते ना, some student is very smart, he doesn't need to teach him much. उनको एक बार बोलेंगे पता चल जाएगा. दूसरे वालों को मतलब बहुत ज्यादा उनका अटेंशन देना है, पहले से बहुत आसान तरीके से उनको सिखाना है. It is said that the max, if they want to teach, see what is there, cow is there. How many leg cow is there? 4 leg. Now see, 1 leg is lifted. How many is there? Now 3. So 4 minus 1 equal to 3. So very graphically it has to teach. Then the student can capture. So like this we are. So बहुत आसान चीज भगवान ने दिया है, भक्ति. So why it is who can do bhakti and who can do this renounce thing? So generally nowadays no one can renounce, because everybody has attachment. Vishana, the 4 wives. So 4 things are is attachment. One is attachment to body, Attachment to position, post position. Third one is, huh? No, that is second. Friends and relatives, family. So whenever we do, we think na. So now I'm earning 20,000, 5,000 मेरे के लिए रखूंगा, 15,000 घर को दे दूंगा. घर मतलब parents. So we have attachment, me and mine. उधर ही रहते हैं हमारा attachment. So we have attachment for all these things. The problem with this attachment is, what is the problem with this attachment?
Because of this, we do lots of sinful activities.
Okay, may not be. Good way also one can work, and attachment will bound you. That is another thing. If you have attachment, then again this you have to take birth again. So Arjuna had so much attachment. Which wife? That is fourth. Second. Second is friends and relatives. So he had so much attached to his relatives. He said, I will not fight. So other thing who has attachment, it is very difficult to come out. That's why those who comes also, they will practice bhakti for some time. Then बहुत इधर rules बोल रहे हैं हमको नहीं होएगा. हमको क्योंकि दूसरा जगह में हमको attachment ज़्यादा है. I cannot leave all that thing. So here Krishna is telling one who has attachment, it is difficult for him to renounce. Renunciation is necessary. So for him, prescribed is work. You work and then slowly you reduce, like you are working and this much percentage you have to give to Lord. So gradually you should change everything for Lord. Now you have to eat only prasad. You have to stay with devotees. Like here many are with devotees, only whole this, what do you call, पीछे है ना बरसाना जो भी society, more devotees are there. Stay with devotees and near temple you are, take only prasadam. Everything lifetime you make with Krishna. Get up early morning and chant, read books. If you want to read something, newspaper पढ़ाई करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है ना. इनका क्या हुआ उसमें भी वही रहेगा प्रॉब्लम. ऑलरेडी वी आर सो मच फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. उसको पढ़ाई करेंगे वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन और बढ़ेगा ही. ये हो गया वो हो गया. So better read scripture. So change doubt type. इसको बोलते doubt type. Change everything into Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. In this way, you will be easily you will be relieved from sinful activity. It's like in one shot you cannot live. So that's why this karma yoga is given. You understood now who has to do karma? One who has attachment. You know this rehabilitation center? क्या होता है उधर? जो लोग addict हो गया. So for them that rehabilitation, that type of that institute will be there, where they will go and they will tell them. They don't tell them immediately you stop. अभी चेन स्मोकर है, रोज में 2 बॉक्स सिगरेट ले रहा हूँ. So उनको बोलेंगे 20 दो मतलब 10 plus 10 ना. Take now 18, then 17, then 15, then like this, then 2 days once, 3 days once. Slowly they will bring, and then finally he will be away from that activity. So this was the same thing, karma yoga also. Slowly will come out. Once you are zero, then you can renounce the work. So that's why one who can renounce, who should work. Understood? कौन बोलेंगे? Who can renounce? Exactly. So one who has to work? Yeah. Who is attached to the fruits, he has to work. Then slowly he has to come out from the, means attached to fruit means he has to work, and then karma yoga he has to do, not karma kanda. Visa karma kanda earlier. Karma kanda means he work and he will take the result. Karma yoga means he work and he gives the result. He uses only for how much he needs, not everything. ज़्यादा टेक्निकल हो रहा है क्या? लोगों का फेस थोड़ा छोटा हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा है? So merely renouncing all activities yet not engaging in the devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay. So here it is said only renouncing you are and not doing anything. Simply renounced, and that is also karma. That's what Krishna is telling to Arjuna. First of all, you should not renounce because you are a Kshatriya. Kshatriya dharma is you should fight and protect people. And if you renounce and if you are not doing, then that is karma. So one should do service best. You cannot renounce, and even while renouncing also one has to eat. There are some kind of karma we cannot avoid. You are breathing, so many germs are going inside. You know, Jains, they wear mask because the germs would not enter, and they don't. Even while walking also, they मालूम है आप देखा है, they keep this peacock feather and they slowly broom and they walk. क्योंकि बहुत सारा वायरस बैक्टीरिया है, that also will be killed. So this type of scenes we cannot avoid only. Like you are doing grinding water, अभी पूरा मशीन आ गया, पर उसमें भी जो बहुत सारा जेम्स रहते हैं वो भी मर जाते हैं. पानी पी रहे, पानी में भी कितना है. So like this thing we cannot avoid only. So how to come out from this? If a renounced person means he has to drink water, he has to eat. In this way, he has to commit sin only. That's why renunciation is not easy. Renunciation, he should be in proper knowledge, fully understood the bhakti. That's why best what Prabhupada has given is service. You do service. By doing service, you will be relieved from this sinful activity. So what is service means? There is difference between work and service. Who can say? Voluntarily. You do out of, like mother serving the child. Will mother paid? But mother is happy to serve the child or not? Even midnight the child will cry. If another child means you will tell usko bahar dal do. Raat pura chilla rahe. But our own child means mother has so much love. She immediately get up what happened. Some ants bitten or what. So देखते फिर उसको बहुत सारा चीज करते जो खाने के लिए खिलाते, so the चीज. So because this love is there. So when one does, generally whomever you love, we do the service. Like you like your some brother, you are in home or you are out of station, coming after 10 years, then you will remember na, something you will bring. Because that gives happiness. Serving other gives happiness actually. So mother serves child, she gets happiness. Like this girl and boy. The boy always thinks what she likes. Ring or dress, perfume, whatever I can give because to please her. So that's why Prabhupada also introduced this service. You serve for Lord now. So that's why service is, I told already, somebody likes music, they can play music for Lord. Somebody likes singing, then they can sing for Lord. Somebody likes cooking, then they cook for Lord. Somebody likes to know this fashion designing, they can make dress for Lord. Whatever skill we have, we can use it for Lord. So that is perfect way of doing work. So if we instead of serving Lord, if we try to serve others, like this second wife, relatives, this all, anyhow, there is not going to be any profit. कितना भी दे दो घर पे, कुछ होने वाले नहीं. And we cannot protect them also. I have 10 crores. Can I protect my parents? How much we have? We cannot protect our parents. Of course, we can try so much. And how much you give, how much you try, nothing is going to happen. And how much you endeavor to serve them also, not going to get any much benefit. But you do little service for God and you will get a real happiness. Serving Lord is like taking food and putting in stomach. You know that one story is there in Upanishad. So once all the senses were fighting, senses and limbs in the body, this one analogy is given. Eyes is telling, I am the best. Because if I don't see, you people, what you can do? So nose told, before you see, I can smell. So I am best. Then tongue told, you can see, you can smell. Unless until I don't put in mouth, who can enjoy taste? So I am best. Teeth told, I have to bite it. Then everyone told, then hand told, सब रुको. आप लोग सब बोल रहे, फूड कौन लेगा उसको खाने के लिए? हाथ require ना, hand is require. So he said, then leg told, who will walk? From there you cannot take that. So I have to walk. So they were fighting like this. Then while fighting, I am best. Everybody is telling, when stomach was simply sitting, stomach did not say anything. Then everybody thought, we all are serving this fellow's stomach. है कि नहीं? You work very hard and then you eat nicely, happily. है ना? So we all are serving this stomach. This fellow is not doing anything. So why we all should work for this fellow? So we will do strike. Now we will not serve this fellow. Because he is not doing anything. No, he doesn't give any work, right? Abhi eyes also at least seeing whether it is raw one or boiled one. You can see and understand. ना? वो देखने के थोड़ा अच्छा पक गया लग रहा है ऐसा, बट इसको कुछ नहीं कहते पेड़. बट पेड़ के लिए हम क्यों इतना सेवा कर रहे हैं? सब स्ट्राइक करेंगे, अभी पेड़ के लिए कुछ नहीं देंगे. So 1 day happened, 2 day happened, 3 day happened. Then eyes became very weak. So ठीक से नहीं भी दिख रहा है क्योंकि energy नहीं है ना. And also unable to live, like walk, unable to walk. All the senses limbs became very weak. Then they understood. We have to serve stomach. As soon as you give to stomach, then all other body part is nourished. Another analogy is given in scripture is tree. Like where you have to pour water to tree? Root. We should not pour water to any other place. Tree मतलब देखो बड़ा a gigantic tree you take, trunks are there, branches are there, leaves are there, flowers are there, fruits are there. If you take and sprinkle water to each and every leaf, the tree will die. Simply just pour water to the root. The whole tree is nourished. Similarly, you give food to the stomach, then whole body is nourished. There are another holes also there. I can put food here. It is not. Even child knows, na? It puts here only. It doesn't try to eat from there. Child also knows. So as soon as you give food to stomach, whole body is nourished. That is God. As soon as you serve Krishna, you will get that happiness. You try to serve anyone, people will not be satisfied. इतना मैं कर रहा हूँ लोग बोलते ना घर पे सब कुछ मैं कर रहा हूँ फिर भी आप मुझे गलती बोल रही सुना रहेंगे सबका घर पे मोस्टली होएगा as a son he may be telling I am the first son sir working very hard still if people are not giving little peace also to me our father may tell this much I did for you son this fellow is not caring me also now so the best person whom you can serve is God he will see he is now also giving us everything as a Paramatma Lord is loving us every time always. He is the one who is giving oxygen, food, water, anything to require to take care of this body. Everything is given because He is loving us. He never say even atheist person also is getting. Some naughty child atheist people is like for Lord. किसी माँ पापा को सुनते नहीं ना naughty child बोलते. So like this they are. But still mother loves right. Even though he is not good, still he is my son. Like this child, Lord also takes care. So in company also we do service, but if they don't give promotion, then we will shift. Again, yeah. After 2 3 years also he's giving same salary only. So better go to other service. So Lord is protecting everyone. If somebody is serving him, means who is his devotee, why he doesn't protect, why he doesn't care much. So the thing what we are doing here is whatever is here is there given is by Lord only. The same thing only we are giving to Lord. अभी छोटा बच्चे देखो पापा के साथ जाके पैसा पूछते पैसा दे चॉकलेट चाहिए बोलते पापा भी देखो ले लो 5 रुपया देते वो चॉकलेट लेके आते वो लेके आने के बाद फिर पापा को खिलाते थोड़ा है कि नहीं सो द फादर विल बी हैप्पी और मोरस अरे मेरे से पैसा लेके मेरे को दे रहे जाओ ऐसा बोलते क्या तो फादर विल बी वेरी हैप्पी हो मेरे को खिला रही मेरे बच्चे सो लाइक दिस व्हाट वी आर डूइंग टू लॉर्ड सेम थिंग वी आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम लॉर्ड ऑल द इंग्रेडिएंट्स एंड वी आर गिविंग बैक टू गॉड ओनली So by serving Lord, what is going to happen is our senses will become pure. गलती चीज देखने का वो इधर उधर मन जाते ना वो पूरा शुद्ध बन जाते. If we serve outside, it become more frustrated and goes behind this thing. But serving Lord purifies. And we develop attachment towards Lord. So the detachment will come for this. Like if somebody is eating only prasadam, they don't like to eat outside food. If they are taking association of devotees only, they don't like to associate with outsiders. Outsiders are always pulling each other. कंपनी में आपको लगता है ना अच्छा ही बात करते बट मन में क्या सोच रहे पता नहीं अंदर लोगों का फ्रेंड फ्रेंड बोलते सब लोग रहते ही बट अंदर क्या सोच रहे हैं वो ये आते ना क्या बोलते हैं प्रमोशन इस टाइम पे पता चल जाएगा मैंने प्रोजेक्ट किया है सब नाम निकाल देते उनका नाम डाल देते मेरे को हुआ एक बार टीम लीडर ऐसा ही की उनका नाम डाल दिया उन्होंने भेज दिया so people but they talk very nicely we think we are there our friend but when the time comes the reality will come. So this is the benefit of doing service. Once senses will become pure, once attachment will come towards Lord, devotees, or spiritual activity like getting up early morning program will be very beautiful. Yeah, means very wonderful. Like अशोक प्रभु came last week. Early morning program में देखेंगे ना, बहुत शांति रहते हैं. Only that light will be there only for Lord. You can focus only will be there. And a nice kirtan will go. Very soothing to senses. That purifies. Then our chanting, which is very, very important. This Kali Yuga process is, this is the Kali Yuga Dharma. Each yuga has one dharma. The Kali Yuga Dharma is chanting. So you get all the opportunities. If you are outside, it is very difficult to chant. So whenever I go home also, I find the difficulty. मंदिर आ गया पता ही नहीं चलता है भक्ति कैसे जा रही. Something like the example given is local train. मुंबई में देखेंगे इतना भीड़ रहते लोकल ट्रेन में, बहुत मुश्किल है. बट अंदर जाने की बहुत आसान है. जाके ट्रेन के पास में खड़े रहो, आसान से आपको अंदर लेके जाएंगे. इतना दबाते. तो लाइक दिस भक्ति also with the devotees it goes very easily. And that real happiness you can feel. Unless until we don't practice, we cannot understand. अब अभी बोलते रहते ब्रो हर क्लास में, बट कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. बट वी हैव टू टेक एंड प्रैक्टिस. आई एम टेलिंग गुलाब जामुन इज वेरी टेस्टी. यू आर जस्ट सीइंग एंड बट नॉट ईटिंग. Once you eat, you will understand. Yes, it is really tasty. So that preaching is a lot likes very much. Means preaching means like we are giving Krishna to others. Preacher, what his work like? I am there. The main thing is you and connecting you and Krishna. I'll give one analogy, one example for this. One person was walking, so he found a bag full of money. So he saw that. Immediately he saw left side, right side, all the direction. कोई नहीं, क्या करेंगे फिर? उठा लो. He took and went. And then second, like this. So this is first person. This is a kind of person. Second, one more person came. He saw bag full of money. And then he thought, किसका पैसा पता नहीं, मैं ले लूंगा, पाप लग जाएगा मुझे, so मुझे जरूरत नहीं. So that is second category of person. That person came. He saw bag full of money. And then he took the suitcase and he opened. And he saw there was address, name, all. So immediately he sent that money to him. So who is best among these three?
Third one.
That one. Why?
Because he gave his money to his
Back to him. That is what here we are doing. We came from Lord. We separated from Lord. The preachers like Prabhupada came. He connected both. So first person, he just enjoy, he wants to. Second person, he doesn't want to enjoy only. Third person, properly engaged. Properly, he gave back to God only. So he is connecting to God. This is what, how Lord is very happy. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. For the preachers, one who preaches for them, the bhakti is guaranteed. And at the end, he will go back to God, Vaikuntha. Tukaram Maharaj went, na? You know, that Viman came to take him from spiritual world, Vaikuntha Airlines. It came and took. You have been in Dehu. Dehu, there is a place called Vaikuntha Gamanam. Vaikuntha Gamanam. Up I think. So where Tukaram Maharaj went to spiritual world, that place is there. And it was victimized by one tree. There one tree was there. Even now also told at that day, that it happens every year, when he went that day and that time, the tree shakes. उस दिन इतना भीड़ रहता है. If you go to Dehu, you can go. And another one verse also, there is no servant in this world more dear to me, one who preaches. So this opportunity is there. Because Lord is so much dear to his devotees. You know about Kanakadas, right? Kanakadas, Udupi temple. You know Kanakadas. So he came from very low background, Sudra background, Sudra, very low background he came. But Lord doesn't discriminate all these things. Who has bhakti, he loves them. So this Kanakadas, he was not allowed to come inside temple only. So, but still he had desire to come and see God. So he went inside, but then the people caught him and started beating him. Oh, you can come inside. They so much tortured him. And then these things happening behind the God, means the behind backside of the temple. So Lord thought that, my Lord, my devotee is so much struggling. They are not allowing me only inside. The Lord himself gave darshan. Lord ऐसा था ना, ऐसा tan हो गया. He tanned his side and this wall got broken and he gave darshan to Kanakadas. So like this, many pastimes are there. Even the deity means लोग बोलते हैं सिर्फ पत्थर है, पत्थर को क्यों पूजा कर रहे हैं, पत्थर को पूजा करने में क्या फायदा होने वाले है. सब मूवी में भी आया था ना, दिस क्वेश्चंस आर why people are worshipping a stone. This is not stone, this is deity, vigraha it is told. It's not foolishly people are pouring milk and building such a big temple. You see in those days kings built such a big temple. On one temple you see it will be like kilometer. Especially you go South India you can see such a big. They did not do foolishly build it. So these are the what to say, evidence that how God is there in this deity form. Another evidence is Sakshi Gopal. Anybody heard? There is one Gopal deity is there. It was there in Vrindavan. So what that story is, past time is, when Brahmana was there, he is old Brahmana. So he wants to go for yatra, trip. So he needs some assistant because he is old. Someone should assist him. So one young person was there, young Brahmana. He assisted him. So he took him everywhere. He nicely took care of that Brahmana, that old Brahmana. The old Brahmana was very happy. He told, I want to give you something. So whatever you want to give, you can give. I am happy. You don't need to give me anything. He said, no, I will give you something. He said, and in front of this Gopal deity, he told, I will give my daughter to you. You can marry my daughter, please. He said, I am poor person, and how you can give your daughter to me? It is not possible. What people will say. He said, no. You have to accept. Please accept my. I am so much indebted to you. You should accept my daughter. Then the Brahmana agreed. Then after some days, the yatra all over, that old Brahmana went to home. This young Brahmana went to that old Brahmana and asked, so you told me that like your daughter you wants to give me. Then he told, yes, I want to. Then he went and discussed it to his family people. They denied. He's poor person. How you can give my sister hands to him? This fellow, how he can take care? It is not possible. On top of it, he is poor. He is not our rich. Our level, he is not in our level. We cannot accept this. So the old Brahmana don't know what to do. He was so much disturbed. How I can tell him this? So he tell, you go and tell that lie. That what is the proof is there? There is no proof. Then he went and he also told lie. The old Brahmana also. And I did not tell anything like that. So you are just lying. Are there any proof do you have? He asked. Proof? Where I can go for proof? It happened in front of Lord Gopal. Said, then you bring Gopal only. Said that he had so much faith. He is deity only. They thought, ये क्या पत्थर है, पत्थर क्या है बताने वाले हैं क्या? But he went to Gopal Vrindavan. He went and he cried in front of Lord. So you have to come and tell me that. They are telling I am a liar. I am lying. You are devotee. How I can lie? I will not lie. You have to come and protect me. Said, then that Lord spoke. I am deity. How I can come? I cannot walk, right? Said, then he asked you intelligent question. If you can speak, you can walk also. He told Lord also thought that. Okay, then Lord then came by walk. He put one small one condition. And I will come behind you and you should go front. You should not see me behind. Said, okay, but how I can understand whether you are coming or not? My ankle bell sound will come. Chill. He said, okay. So he was from there, he brought to Jagannath Puri. In Jagannath Puri, that Bhagavan Sakshi Gopal is there. Uska naam hai Sakshi. Sakshi means victim. है ना? साक्षी कौन है बोलते हैं ना वो कोर्ट में पूरा a victim. So Lord has victimized. So he brought the Lord. The Lord also came by walk. So then after coming there, he did not find any sound. He turned back, then the Lord stopped. There became the temple, the Sakshi Gopal. You can find that in Jagannath Puri. From there, some 10 kilometers, something like that. 10 or 15 kilometers. So we can see this. Lord is also reciprocating. So Lord loves his devotees so much. And if the devotees is who is doing preaching services, he loves very dear. He told that they are very dear to me. So like this, many we can see. Even Tukaram Maharaj also, you know that Mirchi pastime. I told once, I think here. His wife was so much fighting with him. So his wife told him, you are not doing any work. Always Vittal बोलते हैं. जाए कुछ काम करो, कुछ पैसा लेके आओ, हमको खाने के लिए भी कुछ नहीं. बोला मैं क्या काम करूँगा वो, फिर इतना मिर्ची कैसे भी लोन में लिया मिर्ची को, इनको दिया जाके इसको बेच के पैसा लेके आओ. सो ही वेंट टू मार्केट, पुट ऑल द मिर्ची इन बैलगाड़ी, उसमें डाल के उन्होंने गया मार्केट में जाके, उधर भी जाके विट्ठल को याद करने के लिए उन्होंने चालू कर दिया. उन्होंने विट्ठल ही बोल रहा था, फिर बाद में लोग आ रहे हैं उसको ऐसा उठा के लेके जा रहे हैं, मैं पैसा दे बाद में देता हूँ, उनको कुछ याद ध्यान भी नहीं था. बोल ठीक है लेके जाओ, सब सभी लोग लेके जाने चले, बाद में देखा सब खत्म हो गया. सो ही टुक एंड ही स्टार्टेड गोइंग एंड विट्ठल हैज टू कम पर्सनली. अरे व्हाट दिस फेलो इज डूइंग, इज नॉट कैरिंग, ऑलवेज थिंकिंग अबाउट मी ओनली. Lord says na, paritranaya sadhunam, I protect my devotees. So he has to come literally. He went to everyone and collected the money. मेरे बास से आपने यजमान से पैसे ये लिया मिर्ची, आप आधा किलो लिया, आपको कैसे मालूम, सब उसको पता चला, सब उसी पैसे लेके आके तो करम पर उसको दिए. So Lord also, like this many past time even we can keep says how DT also is. It is not stored. So we'll stop here. We have any question?